Class today. We're going to be talking about U.S. history like normal, but we're going to be bringing in some people who can really embody a lot of different principles that are emblematic of our society in the modern light. Because we've been talking a lot about the history of our country, but I'd really like to bring in some of these people to talk about some of the aspects of our country that we encounter today. So first, we have Mr. Robicelli here. He's going to come and talk about his aspect, and then I'm not really going to introduce the other people that come in. They're just going to sort of join in as they see fit, and they're going to let you know what's going on here. So, Mr. Robicelli, if you don't mind coming over here and talking to these kids.
Well, I came over here, a while ago. It's not like I came from anywhere too crazy. I came over here to this state, right over here to South Carolina, right? And it's okay here. But I grew up in Queens. I grew up in Queens over there, and it was nice over there. My granddad was here, for a long, long time. His granddad was here. We've been here for quite a while. It's not like we've been immigrants for forever or whatever. But, since I've been here, during my lifetime, I've really liked the country. It's fine. When I moved to South Carolina, it was okay. I met this guy right here. This is our friend who apparently is going to be talking today. And he said it was just it was perfectly fine for him, living here, but I sort of had some problems. So, he came over, we actually know each other. He came over to my place about, a couple weeks ago, when he said, he said he was going to bring some, goddamn fish over here, right? He said he was going to bring some fish. He said he caught some trout and shit. I was like, okay, that's a very southern thing, right? And, I was just going to do what I did and, just sort of eat some fish and, have a nice time over there. But, he came over and he said he's gonna bring fish, and he brings some goddamn, fried chicken and stuff. Sorry, kids, but, he brings fried chicken when he said he's gonna bring fish, and I'm like, what am I gonna do here? And, hey, your ass said you're gonna bring some baked beans. I'm sorry, kids. We're gonna try to do our best to explain it, but I gotta work this out for. You said you were gonna bring some baked beans over here when you came over to my dinner, and then you said, that you were going to bring baked beans. You didn't bring baked beans. You said you bring some goddamn, Rachel Ray pate bullshit. You said you learned up to cook over there in New York or some shit. Some, country-ass cooking classes and stuff like that.
Sirs, we're going to have to, tone it down for the kids. We can't, be teaching them, this bad language. So we're going to have to really do what we can here.
Oh, it's fine. He's the one who's really going to tempt me. I really tried to, do what I could to, tone it down, but, I do understand the beef we have. You do understand how beef is legitimate.
Well, you can really talk about this on your personal time. We're going to have to move on. We have another person here. Originally we were British. We were British colonists. So he's going to talk about his experience in America. And he's British and he's moved to America. So it's sort of like what we did, kids. So it's sort of the same thing. So he's going to go and talk about this and hopefully salvage this It's a lesson that I planned here, kids, so we're going to do that, okay? So here's here's Roy. Here's Roy from, I believe he lived in Liverpool, and now he's living over here in Colombia. So we're gonna do with that, okay? So here you go. Here's Roy.
Well, it's been okay since I moved here. It's like, when I was living in Liverpool, it was really nice. It was the weather was always a bit like, it was a bit dreary. I initially moved to Washington because it was even more dreary, really. But then I decided on South Carolina. They were like, oh, well, there's beaches at one side of the state, and there's also mountains at the other side of the state. I was good and all, and then when I was in Washington, we had a beach, but it was sharp, like cliffs down. I was trying to it was cold though. So it was cold beach. So it's sort of like what Ireland is. I've been there one time and it's all right, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So I moved down here because they said there's beaches at one side, beautiful beaches, and then at the other top of the state, it's mountains and all that. And so it's been nice, but I moved in the middle, which is none of that actually at all in Colombia. It's more just concrete jungle and then sand. Which is weird because it's the middle of the state, and I was like, well, why is... I tried to plant some petunias and shit sorry, kids, shit like that.
I can't do it without cut. Do you want me to do the lesson? Okay, you've already said you've already said that word, so it's fine if you do it a little bit. Fine, right, we're gonna continue anyway. So I was planting some petunias and then it just wouldn't even grow. It was like clay and it was like sand and like I can't even grow anything here, and it's just really annoying. And then I'll go in the city and I'm like, oh, it's going to be some really cool, stuff. And great, yeah, they got good infrastructure, but it's all just, sidewalks. There's not even any landscaping. It's like, I came here for the beaches and the mountains. I moved in the middle thinking I was going to get a bit of the beach and the mountains. That's not how it works at all. You just get a bunch of whatever this is in Colombia, and it's all right, but it's not the best thing in the world. Hey, it's okay, kids, but we're going to try to get more of a positive light. What do you like about South Carolina, though, in the U.S., as opposed to, over there? Because obviously we moved here for a reason. We weren't just exploring. We really thought there was a reason for staying here. That's why so many of us stayed behind here, made the colonies, and, the New York colony and all that sort of stuff. There was reasons why we stayed here. So we're going to talk about, what you liked about, moving to the U.S. Well, for one thing, we don't have tea. We don't have biscuits, and we call chips fries, which is weird. Because if I go say, I need some hot fries from, at the store, they start. I've had one guy. I went to a gas station. I said, I need some hot fries, because they had like a fry in the back and stuff like that, and and he gets a bag of Lay's, no joke, and he puts it in the microwave. He puts a bag of Lay's in the microwave, and I don't even know what to do, because it's like, I asked for hot chips, and you're microwaving some, some fritters, and it's like, what is that about? So there's a bit of disconnect there, but I do like fried chicken. Fried chicken's a thing, right? In Britain we have fried chicken, we just call it chicken now. It's just, ways you prepare your chicken. It's just like, we don't want it in oil and stuff like that. But it is really big on the fried chicken. You get grilled chicken. It's like a thing. It's like, I remember when I first moved here, it was like you went to fast food places, and you really had to look for a fast food place that did the grilled chicken. It was like that used to be always a thing, and then here it's like I have to find a fast food place that actually does the grilled chicken, and they came out with it as this big thing like, oh, we have grilled chicken now. It's like, well, why you have grilled chicken now? Why didn't you always have grilled chicken? That's how you cook chicken. You put it on the grill or on a pan or whatever, and you eat it, right? And you do all this thing where you put it in oil, and sir, we're really trying here to talk good about you. What exactly do you like about the U.S.? Why did you stay here? Well, I stay here because the plane ticket back's $1,000, and I'm just sort of out of money at the moment. All right, we're moving on. So, we have another individual here. We are at a really big treat today. We have a number of, people who've come to this school who are, influential in the U.S. But today we have for you, Mr. Bernie Sanders. So I'll hand it over to him.
Oh, thank you. Okay, hello, kids. You need to know what America is, what makes us great, what has enabled all of these people to come here today to your classroom in your educational system and let you know what is going on. I want to be one of those people today, and I hope that I can impart knowledge on you that will help you understand why U.S. should be great, and we should keep it great again. Not like my friend Trump, but we will do what we can to ensure the livelihood of our generations to come, besides the people who are here now. So, what I like about America, what makes America an amazing country, is the fact that we have freedom. We have the ability to have freedom of press, freedom of all of these things, and we get to relish in our individuality, our differences. We are not persecuted, and this is what makes America amazing, and we will do what we can to do what we can. When I was young, I knew that I had to do what I can and work a minimum wage job to get to where I was. In America, you can work a minimum wage job, well, you used to work a minimum wage job, get enough money to start your own company, start your own business, a butcher, a baker, and eventually you would have enough money to do these things. Nowadays, the top 1% prohibits the 99% from getting the money they need to start their own businesses, and it's very troubling.
Sir, I know you are Bernie Sanders, and that's wonderful. You're a wonderful senator. You've done great things for our country. But like I said, we really have to talk about what makes America what it is. And that's really what I'm trying to impart in these kids.
Yes, well, America is great, but there are some problems we need to fix.
Okay, we're going to have to cut you off here because you have done a wonderful job, and I hate to cut off Bernie Sanders. I'm probably going to get on YouTube for this terrible affront to this amazing politician, but I'm going to have to turn it over to another one of our hardworking Americans, as you were talking about Mr. Bernie Sanders. This is Mr. Nick Patel. This is Nick Patel from, the one of the hardworking American companies that we really try to support and encourage in our country. So here is Nick Patel.
Thank you. I have been in America for about 30 years. And since those 30 years have begun, I have got money from my brother. We started a taxi driving company in one of these small cities in South Carolina. And we have done really well. We have done really well as a taxi company. He ran the gas station. My brother, my other brother, Bob. My brother Bob, he started a hotel. He had a hotel. They both took me money, and I was like, okay, I'll start a taxi company. Little did I know, in America, we have this new thing called Uber, right? And I tried to start a taxi company. It was doing great, and then this one American was like, oh, we have an app for Uber, and they came into my place. He says, well, I could use your taxi service, but I'm going to use my Uber. And I said, well, why would you? What is this Uber thing? He says, well, you call some random person who put their ID in the app, and they say they have a driver's license, and they're automatically a qualified taxi driver, right? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Well, how do they get paid? Well, they send it to the company, and then they give them money, and then, they basically just get the cab fare, and they don't have to do anything. They don't need any certification. They don't need a business license because they're already a business, and they just get the money. And since this Uber thing has come along, my business has been destroyed. I have lived in my brother's hotel for the past 3 years because of this Uber thing that has come out. And I don't know,
well, sir, do you have anything bright to tell these kids about America? I mean, you basically just talked about the decline of your business because of another American's entrepreneurship and monopoly in turn of your industry. And I'm sorry about that, but is there anything beneficial that you've had in coming over here with your brother and your family? Is there anything you can impart in these kids that really gives them hope for staying in America? That's what we want to do. We don't want them leaving and going to Canada. We want to make these kids know what they can do, as young adults to really impart their creative interest and make it into a business opportunity and another future for them.
well, I will tell them they should try to ride in Nick's taxi service. If you ever need anyone to call, if you get drunk, and little kids, I don't care what you do, you need to get a ride, go to Nick's taxi service, and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to, get my business back.
Oh, thank you. I know you've just plugged what you've done as a business owner, but I really want to try to finish this up. And, well, hey, you have not given us any chance to do anything that I wanted to do earlier. And I was like, what are you trying to do here? Because you just let all these other people get in front of me, and I'm trying to do something. And then my friends, southern friends, we're sort of friends trying to do something. And then, you try to tell all these kids anything you wanted to do. And, I just want to do what I want to do. Sir, we only have time for a certain number of people. I just want to get to my last guest. My last guest is a person who has been very successful in this country. He has worked in a entertainment facility down in a major South Carolina city called Charleston. He's worked in an entertainment facility down there. He has helped a lot of people, embrace their diversity. He has been an emblem of American creativity and activism. This is Robert. This is Robert, my friend right here, and he is going to try to tell you what it means to be a free and diverse American citizen.
Thank you. I agree we should do that.
Okay, yes, this is Robert. Well, hello, kids! America is the one place you need to be. America is a place where you can go to all the clubs, adult entertainment, entertainment facilities and all the concerts. We have Disney World. We have Disney World, kids. You can go to Disney World. You can work at Disney World. You can do great things backstage, like put on makeup and work in this fursuit. It'll be great. And you'll get to be on stage
And we do that. We have Broadway. We have Broadway, kids. We have Broadway. That's the one thing we have. They don't have that. Sure, they do have that thing over in Britain where they did the original Phantom of the Opera and stuff like that, but we do have Broadway, kids. We have Broadway. What else do we have? We have San Francisco. We have San Francisco. What do they have? What do they have anywhere else in the world? They don't have San Francisco. You can't replicate San Francisco. We have Portland. We have Portland. Where else are you going to find a homeless person in the top of the tree yelling at the cops saying, "This is my home"? Like, you can't have that anywhere else. You don't have that anywhere else. You're not going to find that anywhere else. And that's the only place you're going to find that is America. We are weird. We are weird, kids. I want you to be weird. I want you to go backstage at Disney World and do whatever you want to do. I want you to go to Broadway. I want you to do whatever you want to dream the dreams that I dreamed that I couldn't accomplish in my adult life. You need to do that, kids. America's where you need to stay. America's where you need to live your life. We are amazing people. And don't let Bernie, or that Southern guy, or that New Yorker, or that taxi driver, or any of those people, or that British guy who doesn't even live here that long, be the only thing that I wanted to do. You know, as being, just talking about myself, my personal experience that I have been in this country, I have had a great time. I worked backstage at Disney World to start out. I did amazing things backstage at Disney World. They noticed how good I did backstage at Disney World, and they gave me a job in the adult entertainment industry. I was a king of the entertainment industry. I did amazing things in the regular, upfront entertainment industry. I got on my hands and knees and I did great things, kids. I did great things, and you should too, because that's what America is. We are what's pumping out entertainment for the rest of the world to sit in front of their computers and watch entertainment. And watch entertainment, kids. That's what they want to see. They want to see us on our hands and knees slaving away to make America great. We're great people. We're going to fix our deficit by getting in front of our cameras behind and backstage Disney World and doing great things and getting all the money back from China because they're going to watch our videos 1,000 times. And that's what's going to get our economy back. I am one of those people that is helping us get the economy back. And this is what we're going to do the rest of our days. This is what America is. We are the people who work day in and day out at minimum wage jobs, at jobs that pay us crap, so we can finally get to the point where we don't have to worry about money. We can do what we love, and that's what we need to do. So you kids need to do what you need to do to live in America, stay here, and work in whatever field you want to, because I love the field I work in. Thank you, Robert. I hope you kids have learned that America is a country full of diverse characters who don't really know why they're here. Some know exactly why they're here, and they're all weird together. So, if there's anything you take away from this, kids, just live in this weird goddamn country and try to make something of yourselves. I'm Alan Roberts. Please have a nice day. Class is